What up, Schmoedown rockers? Definitely needed a chill week after what happened last time. But also a good reason to remind myself why I'm still also into this first place. And then, of course, it's the Smasher. Congrats on the win. Sorry to Saul. But I kind of knew he would. And though I was hoping Saul would put up more of a fight like he just did with Amaru, and it's kind of unfortunate that wasn't the case necessarily. I didn't expect Smets to miss this time. Plus, you could tell he wasn't really too worried, I guess, against Saul, so you could kind of tell. I mean, it's a shame though. Luckily, it wasn't like a major knockout necessarily. He at least went to round 3, so. I mean, and plus, it's a hungry Smets, and hopefully, I'm guessing Saul next time, if he does decide to go up against the Smasher, he'll be more prepared. And I feel for him a little bit more, especially ever since he got that Matrix category and almost slayed it. Well, he'd probably slay me against it, to be honest with you, because he's had more prep to do that kind of stuff than me, and I need more prep with that category and amongst other things. But which I hear Smash said in an interview on Rundown, and say he's prepped for that, and yeah, he's ready for Kalinowski, and I hope he beats Kalinowski, and I'm hoping Kalinowski brings his A game this time compared to the last time. So at least if he wins, it doesn't come off as seemingly a fluke, which I didn't think it was. I don't think anybody thought it was. It was just that Kalinowski just wasn't at his peak at that point. And he's a different player right now, so I do hope Smash beats him. I'd like for him to beat him. I don't want to not be able to wear this shirt. I want to be able to wear the dungeon shirt again on this channel. Damn it! Oh, and before that, there's just a thing where they just had to remind us about Jay's thing now as a player, and sadly they had to do a 2-on-1. I'm glad they rectified the situation the last time they did a 2-on-1, to where at least the round 1 they could do two points at the very least and make up for that, you know, at least in the round 1s. And it definitely showed that Jay was kicking butt in that regard. So, and it's unfortunate, you know, and it's technically a team's debut in that regard, I guess. It does make me wonder if there's going to be future matches like that where one person's going to be in a team's match and does that. I don't know. I don't think it should be a thing. I think this was just kind of a weird happenstance just to kind of have the Wild Bears, the people all happy Wild Bears have another match, and I guess continue that whole storyline with Jay, but it was I mean, other than that, the thing involving what happened from last week, I was hoping to get an end credit scene with that to know more about whatever. I mean, I know they were also reminding us about Kalinowski versus Bateman too being a thing in the process, and we're seeing Dan now wearing the shades. His heel turn in that Hollywood Hulk Hogan style, obviously, and given I'm surprised he hasn't worn the New Model Order shirt with it. It would have really nailed the hammer down on that whole thing. But anyways, that was crazy. And then I guess we find out that now Real Rejects are going to be the ones to face Paul Oyama and Adam Collins. Don't know their team name yet, though, and what it could be. I hope it's a good team name, you know, and nothing ridiculous. Something that makes sense for them. But other than that, solid. These matches have been kind of solid, you know. Other than that, the main event at least was somewhat solid. It wasn't the strongest of matches, especially given what Smith came off of and what even Saul came off of, but we at least have it's official that Smith, as I was kind of figuring, was going to go on. Saul eventually will have his day, you know, but let Smash finally regain that belt, and then maybe you can face him in a championship match if you're worthy. Also, I mean, I still feel for you, dude, and clearly Smash does as well, so there you go. And I've had my moments with you in the Gucciverse, and I know we've had our qualms about something, and I'm not going to bother to talk about because I'm kind of done with that. But anyways, Saul, you know. I doubt you see this, but if you do, you know. But anyways, and whatever that was, it wasn't cool. So I'm on your side about it. But anyways, and good to know you have each other's backs. It was, despite the way the match turned out, results-wise, for Saul at least, you know, it still felt pretty wholesome in its own right. Sometimes it's nice to have a wholesome match, just to kind of chill things out, especially after last week. What happened with last week? Also, Collins dance is white as fuck, and makes no sense that I mean, you would think Marisol would have taught him something, you know, in that department, but I guess it's more an intellectual thing between the two of them. That's clearly what's brought about the attraction. I'm sure. But anyways, and just being able to be close to each other, you know, and live locally or stuff like that. But anyways, sorry for some of the noises. But anyways, that's my thoughts, I guess, so far for this week's. Let's just, of course, I'm going to be rooting for Smash, but I'm not going to sit here and say, Kalinowski hasn't, even more so after the spectacular match, that he hasn't earned his spot. I can't not say it. But anyways, excuse me. What did you guys think of the matches? I somewhat enjoyed it. It wasn't, or at least it didn't have any asterisks to it that caused any issues this time around, which is nice. Very, very nice. So there's that. I can still somewhat feel better about my Schmoedown, especially as Smasher and somewhat of a dungeon and as Dungeon Master as well. Dungeon Master spoken in that regard. But anyways, what did you guys think of this week's Titans? Leave a comment below, let me know. If you like this video, rock that like button. Thrust, you must hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell to get all notifications. See all my videos. And links in the description of all my socials as well. In the description of all my socials. And as always, guys, keep it random. Keep it real, keep it rocking. If you smell what the movie trivia Schmoedown rocks, Step Entertainment, and so on and so forth, is cooking. Ooh, yeah. Smasher's gonna smash the Kalinowski and get the belt back home to the dungeon and be the two-time champ. Ooh, yeah. Dig it.